Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Last time we started up the Arbiter's grounds and got pretty much halfway through it, taking down the 4 required posts, so because of that, we're moving on.
And I am Matt from SLP Adventures, if you couldn't tell.
I was waiting for you to say something. I was just leaving the gap there.
Your little spiel at the beginning. I'm sorry. I was lagging a little bit.
I figured as much. That's always your common issue.
I don't know. I don't know.
Alright, but starting off in this room, you head right here. You see that big treasure chest, which is the big key. And we can't do anything about that just yet, so we have to skip it.
We have to leave it behind. Skull dude! Flame skull dude!
And there, got a mortal draw on. Nice. Alright, so we want to go up a little bit. I think it's like 2 levels. I think that was it. Because there's only one of these passages you have to go in, and yeah, I got it right. What do you know? So if you go up 2, you get a small key.
Why is
That's
there
all
a
you
small
need
key
here.
in a big chest?
I don't know, they are usually in smaller chests in this game, so that is kind of jarring at first. Nope, I knew you were going to hit me. Just because of that, I'll mortal draw you. I love that skill so much, as you guys have already seen by now.
I'll draw you mortally. Okay, got on.
Alright, let's just move on. Don't know how to respond to that
I'll draw
one.
you mortally. I left you speechless. It looks like I left Lester.
Okay, so this room...
God damn it, I can't think of a pun. Never mind.
Thank you.
I was gonna...
But in this room, as you see, we have these rats again.
I had a cool Calusu, or Colosso, I can't remember what. Anyways, the guy from CSI Miami. I had one of those cool puns where I got to put the shades on and say something.
Yeah. That's my throat doing that.
Kevin said that he wants to be an auditor, so one day whenever he finds somebody, he could say, it looks like there was book and fire cooking the books.
Oh my gosh. That's a side of Kevin I never thought I'd know. Alright, so we didn't get to say anything about that puzzle back there, but that puzzle, pretty much, if you don't rush it, you will kind of get left behind, and you have to do it all over again. It's kind of annoying at first, but just use your wolf form, makes it so much easier. And I don't know why, but this dungeon puts Uku like halfway through it. Doesn't make any sense. Usually Uku is pretty much near the beginning, and so because of that, this Uku doesn't feel as useful in this dungeon.
Just found each other again and
Yeah. I'm just shutting her up and shutting you up at the same time.
Hey!
We've seen this so many times.
I like
Get rid of the
chicken
bugs.
thingy.
Not even a chicken. Well, half chicken. How about that?
Half chicken.
Half chicken, half I don't know. I don't know what the rest of that thing would be. We got ourselves some more Stalfos. Always a fun time, especially because all you gotta do is just stay back and shoot. Of course I hit myself on the explosion. The deadliest of explosions.
It looks like Lester had put shades on. A blast!
Oh, I thought you were gonna just say I exploded.
No!
It's the deadliest of explosions.
You gotta admit, that was pretty good though.
I'll give it a 2.
Shut up, you!
So you could use the claw shot here, which is what I usually do, just to get around these segments faster. Although these bugs love the crawl on you in this segment.
Yeah, I got shivers.
It's very creepy. And you can't even move, so lantern on.
Just now.
What the? How did I?
Lester made an oopsie.
That's what I get for mashing the A button.
Lester made an oopsie. Now he has to do it again. Oh, I didn't know you could roll underneath those things.
Yeah, you can. Sometimes it doesn't work because you get hit in the head, but you can roll underneath him.
Why do they even give you the option of claw shot if you could do what you just did just now?
I don't really know, in honesty. It's probably because I think maybe that quicksand's more deadly, so use this, but that's not the case. So here we go, we got the mini-boss. And this mini-boss is giant sword. Okay. Works for me, I'll take it and leave.
Boss is not giant sword. Looks can be deceiving. It's worse than a giant sword.
Yeah, it's a giant ghost sword that floats. Feels like I'm in an anime all of a sudden. I do this all the time in animes. But, like Matt just said, looks are deceiving, so transform into a wolf and use your senses, and... Oh, hello. I don't even know what this thing is called. I really don't. Some kind of ghost thing, but I don't know what its official name is.
No, I know what it is. This is the ghost of Dova King.
Pretty sure that isn't the official name, but let's go with it.
Dude, I'm talking about the guy named Hiram.
I figured as much. So, you need to wait for him to swing, and then attack. You want to go ahead, grab his head, and just mash the A button. Once you do that, then he'll, you know, be physical, and you can actually attack him with your human form, which is where the rest of this fight's going to be. He'll try to fly away, but just aim for him with your bomb arrows, which is what I usually use. I think you can use standard arrows as well, but I usually don't.
Oh, okay, Lester. Quick question. Do you always use bomb arrows?
Bomb arrows are pretty much the most effective, so yeah. That was pretty much more than half his health, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't. Oh, what do you know? I got him on the rebound. There we go. This guy's very easy if you can't tell.
It looks like Lester is giving this guy a push shades on. A real headache.
It was so bad, Link hurt himself in the explosion. But there, he's dead.
Why?
And then he turns into so many bats, which is very similar to the Grim Reaper-like mini-boss in Majora's Mask. So, nice little homage to that boss, except that one's completely different, as you can tell. You really do. You need to play Ocarina of Time as well.
I know.
You haven't played any N64 Zeldas yet. Or the Super Nintendo one, have you?
I haven't had time to.
I figured as much.
I've been
But we
having
get the spinner.
Stuff and whatnot, and that is the most useless. Well, in some cases, it's the most useless item.
It's, well, yeah, it's one of the more useless items in the game after this dungeon, but sometimes you will come across these little points like this, these little grind whales in Hyrule Field, and that's how you get certain heart pieces and whatnot. But really besides that, you don't really use the spinner anywhere else.
You don't use it to attack.
You
It's like
could
the
use it to
worst
attack, but the thing is, if you're trying to use this thing on standard land, not with the grind rails, it doesn't hold its speed for long at all. It goes really slow. It's only really ideal for grinding on these rails. There's only one area in the game where when you're using the spinner, it is really fast, and that's in the boss fight in this dungeon. Besides that, this thing is very slow.
I think there's only been a few times that you ever have to use this. Like, I know, in fact, that you use this in the final dungeon.
Yeah, you do, but that's really not until like the end. But don't miss this treasure chest up here. You know why? Heart piece right in the open. Very convenient, and yet they could have hid that, you know, better.
Oh well.
Free heart piece, I'll take it.
Hello, grinding.
There. I usually screw up on that jump the most because I always go backwards. Very easy to go backwards.
Very easy. Whee! I'm spinning.
Just like the Wii.
I like Wii. Yes.
I just said you like two Wii, not you like Wii.
Well, I like the Wii. Yeah, it's a good system.
Of course it is. Well, here we go.
This-
We got ourselves the big key. We're back in this main room. So, once they give you the spinner, you're pretty much almost done with the dungeon. They give the spinner to you actually near the end. So if you take the spinner right into here, and just keep on doing a little crouch motion, you'll go ahead and move this main wall.
He's doing a pelvic thrust to the ground. He's doing a teabag.
This is not like an FPS online game or something. There's no need to do that.
I knew you were gonna say something like that.
Well, that's where it originated from. It originated from Halo.
Now my question is, you saw Link put it into that big spinner hole there, right?
Yeah,
How the heck did he get it out?
magic. I don't know. They don't explain it. Jump right here, and there we go. Let's do it again. See what teabagging gets you, kids? Fire.
It gets you fired.
It doesn't make sense why that fire appears, but okay, we'll take it.
It's like a little kid watches your episode and be like, Mom, what's teabag?
Something you shouldn't know, kids. But there we go. We already made it to the boss room. And do I have a fairy? Yes, I do. If I didn't, there'd be a
Holy
fairy in one
crap.
of these skulls, if I'm not mistaken.
Lester, only 11 minutes into this recording, you can actually get the boss done.
Actually, I could. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and attempt it. Usually I end it before the boss, but I'm gonna attempt it. Hopefully this won't be a long video, but I know the boss has a cutscene
Well,
with
the
it
video
too.
is only like 11, 12 minutes so far. We can,
Well,
we
so
can
far,
finish the boss
but
fight.
this boss will probably take me about 5 minutes or so. Well, that's because of the cutscenes and everything.
And watch your battery power, buddy.
Yeah, I'm watching it. Thanks.
You still live. How astonishing. No wonder some call you hero. But this is truly a bittersweet reunion. Truly. For I fear this is the last time I will see you alive.
That must be a lot of dark magic that Zamp put in that sword, because bringing this whole entire thing alive like that, kind of impressive, actually.
I don't like this game. I don't like this game. How the hell is this a fossil?
It doesn't look like a fossil that much, now does
How
it?
is this all this like Twilight skeleton style or Star Wars?
It's pretty much a gigantic Stalfos, you can really tell.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a fossil. That's kind of silly.
So
Anyways,
this part of the fight
the main
here,
gimmick
what you
is-
need to do is you need to use the spinner and get down to his main spinal cord. You gotta hit 3 times, the magic number of Nintendo, and you kill him. This is the only room in the whole entire game, actually, that has you have a much faster speed with the spinner, which you kind of need for this boss anyways. More hits, you put more of his soldiers down there, which is pretty annoying.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to go after his vertebrae.
Yeah, and also after the first hit, then he'll have these little spinners running around the sides as well, so you kind of have that to deal with too. If you miss, try to bounce off one of his soldiers to bounce right back in him and play a game of pinball. Luckily I got him on the rebound there. I actually didn't think I would, but there you go. He's down. So he just sinks into the ground, and well, there you go. Easiest boss. We're done.
Yay, we beat him!
Alright, so let's go ahead and just teabag his nearby head. This kind of seems weird out of retrospect.
This is like Call of Duty. You teabag your dead enemies.
This seems weird out of context. It really does. They should have had better animation for that, because, yeah, that's what it looks like. So we're done. We raised the platform, we beat the boss, now where's our heart piece, and where's the open door? Oh. Oh, that figures. Not dead.
Floating head.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't you think about it, don't you? Oh. At least he didn't eat me. Alright, so phase 2 of the fight. You need to grind up the top here until you see his head. And then you need to wait for an opening. Once you do, you just jump towards him, knock him down, and just slice away. It's that easy. Mortal Jaw really helps against this guy because it takes away a good chunk of his health.
The weak point of this boss is the magic sword on his head.
Very true. So once we get him down on the ground, we need to attack that sword. But the game will target you to it anyway, so it'll tell you it. Once it gets like this after 4 fireball shots, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to hit him before he fires that 4th shot. Or 5th. I'm trying to remember how many that was. I'm terrible with counting today.
I am too. I can't even spell my own name.
That's not counting, that's spelling fail. You're bad you're bad with English, I'm bad with math. Combine our skills, we'll be terrible students.
Ugh!
Yeah, it's the 5th shot. Okay, yeah, I was just terrible with math today. So, after 4 shots, jump into his head, and... well, let's go ahead and attack. I'm just gonna Mortal Jaw him. Really, this fight will go by so much faster if I do this. It's cheap, I know, but hey, gets us done faster. Now we don't have to do that one more time.
Good. Usually it takes 3 times. But
I'm surprised I got 4 times there with the Mortal Draw. I thought I was only gonna get 3. But after you attack him enough, he will put his little spinners on here too, so you have to not only dodge his attacks, but you also gotta dodge these spinners, which is very annoying. Especially because you gotta jump in the right spot here in this top area, just to maintain your height, which is very annoying when you're trying to dodge those spinners, but once you reach his head, then they all disappear, which I'm very thankful for.
That would make life a living hell, now wouldn't it?
That would be terrible, trying to dodge both his fireballs and those spinners at the same time. But attack him enough times, and he's dead. So 6 Mortal Draws, and that thing is dead.
See, I told you. You could get this done in 1 episode.
Well, the boss went by a lot faster than I thought it would. I thought that would take me a lot longer, but what do you know?
Oh well, you 100% of the dungeon, and you only beat it in 2 episodes.
Yeah, including the boss, which is very nice, actually. But there you go, you get your heart piece, and usually this is the point now with Midna would warp you out of here, but since this is the place we had to be all along, they open up a door for you to get, you know, just leave. Alright, Link, let's go. We're close to the Mirror of Twilight. So before leaving, let's grab our heart container, as always.
Yeah!
And
it looks like...
spin around in the room just for the fun of it.
It looks like Link. Did you hear that?
Hear what?
There was a loud scream outside my door. Anyways, I said, looks like Clint or Blink.
I'm not your brother.
It looks like Link puts on shades. Has a heart after all.
Okay, this episode is a pun-filled episode by Matthew LP Adventures, whatever you called yourself last time. But I'm gonna go ahead and save real quick. And with that, I'm gonna call it an episode here, guys. So, next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, we'll head to the top here of Arbiter's grounds and see if that Mirror of Twilight is still here. So I'm SonicGhost.
And there's people yelling outside my door. I'm Matt from SLP Adventures.
That's college for you. Anyways,
Yeah.
see you guys next time.